Welcome back to the home team. Kim's in the kitchen right now, and she is about to make something lovely, and it's a dessert. But that's not the only reason you should have tuned in this week. Tomorrow, Maria Carr is roughing it and sharing fun activities that you and Dad are going to enjoy this very weekend.
Absolutely. And then next, you will have You and Me Monday. It's all about bettering our lives through communication. She must really know what she's talking about because this is all happening while she is on the beach in Mexico. Wow. And we're getting the big picture on Body, Mind, and Soul Tuesday because Denise will have special guests from the MS Society visiting the home team.
From the beach? When do we do that show?
I don't know. She's in Cancun. Can you believe that? She ditched us.
Well, why not? She's been here almost a week.
All right, Kim, you're making us dessert?
I am, but I forgot my bowl. You always need a bowl in order to whip the cream and make the meringue. So we're gonna get to this in just a second. This is how we do the baked Alaska, okay? I have started with just a frozen pre-baked pie crust, but if you guys want to make your own pie crust from scratch, you go for it. My mom always does. But I take shortcuts because, you know, I'm busy. So this is what we've done. And then I've just put a nice thick layer of hot fudge sauce. But I didn't do it hot, but it was just a jarred hot fudge sauce that I put right in the bottom of this, and that's how we started. So I let the pie crust cook, and then I let it cool, and then I put the hot fudge sauce in here. And that's all we've done up to this point. Okay, my mushrooms are like going crazy over here, so I'm just gonna turn them down a sec so that we don't burn them. Okay, now, the next thing is just the ice cream. Yeah, and I don't have my scoop. I need a spoon. Oh, here it is. Sorry, gotta get our scoop. Okay, here we go. So this is peppermint ice cream. It's, you can use peppermint candy, you can use any kind of peppermint ice cream, or if you don't like it, you can use whatever kind of ice cream you want. Strawberry would be good, any kind of mint ice cream like a mint chocolate chip kind would be good, but I just love the color of the pink. This time of year, it's not as easy to find, but there are a couple places, and I will drop a name. I got this at Leatherby's. They always have it, so I know I can always go to Leatherby's and get this. Snell Groves used to have the best peppermint candy ice cream, but since we can't get that anymore, we have to do something else. So what I'm gonna do is take this, it's not frozen solid, it needs to be able to be worked with a little because we have to mold it. We don't want any air bubbles in our ice cream. We wanna just kind of mush it down here in this crust. And we wanna keep it inside the crust. By the way, I want you to know that that tri-tip has already come out of the oven. And it's resting as we speak. It's tired and it's resting. It doesn't take very long. Okay, so that was a quart, I think. And it usually takes about a half gallon, but I usually have a little left over, so it's a little less than a half gallon. A little less than a half gallon. Okay. So we're gonna do more, and we wanna build it up, but not too high because the meringue is the crowning glory on this baby, not the ice cream. Now sometimes I even take more hot fudge and put it on top of the ice cream, but sometimes it makes it hard for the meringue to stick, so I wouldn't recommend it the first time you try it. This is not hard, is it? Does this look hard? No. This is simple stuff. We're just pushing this in here. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do is, now that the ice cream's in this crust, and that's plenty big, it's all we need, we are gonna make the meringue. Now meringue is, while I'm making the meringue, I'm just gonna throw this back into the freezer really quickly. So it doesn't melt. Put this aside, and I'm gonna start with my bowl, and we're gonna start with, this is 5 egg whites. 5 egg whites, and to the 5 egg whites, I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla, and cream of tartar. Now, I was really interested last night. I was going, I know what cream of tartar does, But what is cream of tartar? And so I set out to figure out what cream of tartar was. And cream of tartar is actually a byproduct of winemaking. It's what is created from inside a wine cask when it's doing wine. And we're gonna just turn this on, and hopefully while it's beating, I'll tell you a little bit about cream of tartar. So when it comes off of the wine casks, they turn it into an acid type of powder, and it becomes cream of tartar. And cream of tartar is what's put in baking soda that makes it baking powder. That's what they add to baking soda to make it baking powder. And what it does is it adds loft and sheen to candy making. Like, it's a really good thing that they mix with sugar, like sugary kind of things for candy and for baking that makes it rise. And then it also adds loft to egg whites, which is why we're using it here. Now, this is really foamy. Can you see? It's gotten really foamy over here. I wish my cord was longer and I could reach over there, but I can't. What I'm gonna do, since that's there, is I'm gonna add a steady stream of sugar. This is 2/3 of a cup of sugar. And I am just gonna add a steady stream of the sugar to these egg whites. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna get shiny and frothy, and we wanna bring it to what is called stiff. We want it to just be stiff peaks. And stiff peaks means it's basically not going anywhere. And I'll show you what it looks like when we get there. So I'm just beating this all up. It looks like whipping cream, but it's not. All the mushrooms, they smell amazing. This whole studio smells amazing today. Okay, so we're just whipping this around. If you had a stand mixer, you can put your whisk attachment on it, and it goes really fast. It doesn't take much time at all to make this come together. But today, I just wanted to show that you can do it with a hand mixer just as easily, and it's a little quieter. Okay, we're getting there. It's coming. I'm sorry this is taking a couple minutes. If I were to show you this right now, this is soft peaks. It's not quite there, but it's getting there. This whipped up in about 2 minutes last night in my KitchenAid. I have one I'm going to show you all done. Because the pie is frozen, you need to work in stages. So usually I get it to the ice cream stage and I let it freeze solid before I put this on. And then after I get this on, I let it go back into the freezer till it's just completely cold, a couple hours at least, before I try to bake it. And that's what makes it Baked Alaska, because we are going to put this in a 500-degree oven, 500 degrees. And we're gonna only take about 3 minutes, and it goes in there and makes these dark brown, beautiful tips, which you'll see. So anyway, this is almost done. When we get back, I will show you how it looks and how to finish off your Baked Alaska. And we're gonna be putting the crowning touches on the mushrooms and cutting the tri-tip, and we're gonna serve this baby up. So stay tuned and we'll be right back.